And welcome to the Isn't It Time Facebook live show today. Lovely to have you here. Happy 26th of January, Australia Day, for those of us here in Australia. But can you believe it's exactly 1 month since Christmas and Boxing Day? Unbelievable. So today I'm your host, Sally Thibault. Good morning, Louise. Today we're talking the next 2 steps in the how to make your intentions real process. And that is, we're going to be talking about transforming limitations by asking the right questions. As you pop on this morning, say hi and let me know what it's like in your part of the world today. Very, very steamy morning where I am this morning. That my walk at 5 a.m. was a little hot. Morning, Donna. Morning, Deb. Nice to have you here. Yes, happy Australia Day. I am a 6th generation landed Australian. That's what I say now. So it's a big day in our family. And I just love the whole idea of everybody coming together to kind of celebrate who we are. It's nice. It's really nice. I hope you're all are going to have a great way, and of course a long weekend this weekend. As I said, 1 month exactly since Christmas and Boxing Day. It's incredible, isn't it? Like, it feels like it was so long ago, and yet it's only 4 weeks. 4 weeks since all that. I think because it's the big lead up, isn't it? But 4 weeks, and so we're only 11 months away from Christmas and Boxing Day 2019, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about how important. Hi, Fliss. Lovely to meet you. Thank you for popping in. I actually just saw your request to join Tap into Reclaim You. So I haven't actually popped onto that page this morning, but welcome. So incredible, isn't it? It goes so fast. How important it is that we are focusing on achieving your intentions. Oh my God, right, Donna. On what you want to do to achieve your intentions. Let's make 2019 just the year, okay? Like I'll tell you a little story. So we've come up the back this time last week, as you know. I went straight into the EFT for leaders and coaches training weekend, which is phenomenal, amazing, some real breakthroughs. But there was a theme that kept coming up over and over again, was that so much of the limitations we have, we don't even know we have them. And it's only when you actually step back and say, wait a minute, what's this feeling I've got? What's this block I've got? What came up over and over again in this training was that it's really difficult to find on your own. Your limitations are very difficult to find on your own, and you actually need somebody to listen, to ask you the right questions, because if you don't, you just skip over it. And those blocks that we feel show up as excuses, procrastination, anxiety, stress, and they just show up in so many other, and we just don't recognize what they really are, which is limitations. And unless you can ask the right questions, so that's the 2 things that we're talking about today. Unless you can ask the right questions, it's very difficult for you to kind of get underneath what the limitation is. And we just keep going around in this kind of circle of not being able to break through. Not being able to break through. I just want to see what you've said here, Donna. Wait a sec. Oh, why is this a bit? Hang on. Wait. Exactly. They are so-called invisible limits. People continually say, why is that not coming up? People continually say, I'm going to read it out because it's not, for some reason, it's not coming up on the screen. Oh, there we go. And then when you prod with certain questions they raise, they have more blocks than ever be possible. Exactly. Exactly. You know, that's the key, is that we get hung up on this. We get hung up on this kind of. Sometimes I feel sometimes it's actually it's a way it keeps us safe. So our limitations keep us safe, basically. Um, they just hold us back from being who we really can be, but it feels more comfortable. We've got to remember, the brain doesn't like us to step out of our comfort zone. It's designed that way. It's designed to keep us safe. That's the old reptilian brain. So we're constantly pushing the barriers all the time about what we believe we can do. But if we walk into this kind of stress block, it's just we hold back. And when you ask the right questions, what I find quite extraordinary is that this ability to ask the right questions can be so difficult. There was an article this week talking about negative thoughts, and it was talking about how our brain goes quickly to the negative. We stop ourselves all the time from looking around into, I don't like to say the positive, but looking to the alternative, because the reason I don't want to say positive is because I feel a lot of people get hung up on being positive. And I don't think that's necessarily a healthy thing if you're constantly looking to be positive all the time, because you never learn about yourself. You never learn what the challenge is if you're constantly thinking, I'm just going to think positively. That doesn't work like that. So the brain switches to negative, all the things you can't have, what I don't want, all that stuff. But then to look at, what's the alternative to this? What if I change this? What if I turn this around? And I want to share a story with you about recognizing a limitation, and it happened for me. So 2 weeks ago, I was thinking about, I haven't actually set myself a body intention. You know, I haven't set myself, you know, my body's kind of pretty happy with it at the moment, you know, strong and doing all that stuff. So I thought, well, what's an intention? What's a body challenge I can set myself that I haven't done before? I'm not going to run a marathon. No, that's going to work. I'm not going to go in there. That's not my thing. I don't, you know, I walk and I run a little bit, but I'm an ex-netballer. So there's a few niggling things. I thought, I'm not going to aggravate those things. I want strength and energy more so than, you know, running a marathon. It's great for people who want to do it, but that's not me. I wanted to find a way. So what could I possibly do that I've never done before? And I think I can't. And the thing that came to me straight away was headstand. I've never been able to do a headstand. And what if I can't do a headstand? I've never thought that I could possibly, you know, I've watched yoga videos and I've watched people who could do these beautiful headstands, you know, elegantly. I thought, what if I could do that? So I decided to set myself a target that I would do a headstand, but I thought, well, I'll give myself the 66 days, but I'll also set a target that I will be able to do this by my birthday in August. So if I did a little bit every day, I figured by the time I got to August, I should be able to do it. By the time I got to the 66 days, that's becoming a habit, so it'd become easier. So the first day was pretty hopeless. First day, couldn't even get my butt off the floor. The second day was a little bit better. The third day, I actually got up. Against a wall, mind you. I was against a wall. And I was so excited. I'm actually filming. I'm actually video. I'm about to finish the session. I actually been videoing myself, and I'm getting better. But this week, I actually got up without the wall, and was able to hold it, 5 seconds without pushing back on the wall and come back in. 5 seconds. I mean, I'm challenging myself to be able to unroll elegantly, which is the way you're supposed to do it, instead of just kind of throwing yourself up. But when I did it, I went, oh my gosh, look, I can do it. And I could actually hold it and then come down elegantly, not falling. And I realized my own limitation. I just believed I couldn't do it. It wasn't until I set the intention, I planned it out, I created the vision, I knew what I wanted to look like. We know we've been through all these steps. I planned the implementation, I'm committed to action, and transforming my own limitation about what I believed possible for me changed it all. It really was an aha awakening week. On top of all of that, working with the people of the EFT for Leaders program, and also working with a client this week who smashed through an amazing limitation, is that it's the things that hold you back. If it's not working, if something's not working in your world, it simply means there's a limitation. Because we've talked over and over again about how our brain works, that the minute you set an intention and go through all the steps, your brain goes searching ways, the frequency of illusion, the brain goes searching for ways to make it happen. Now, when I decided I wanted to do a headstand, I YouTubed, and there was this girl with a great 14-minute session on how to do a headstand. I've been watching it over and over again to get the points. You just go, the brain goes finding things. And since then, I find other videos, but there's one particular one has been absolutely brilliant. So the minute you set that intention, your brain is already going, seeking ways to make that possible. What happens is we get in the way, our own limitations. How do you find the limitation? By learning to ask the right question. And that's the key element. It's being able to ask the right question. That will change it all. Because when you find that limitation, this one happened in the EFT for training during the week, and there's one of the participants got up and she said she kind of had a little thing about something she really wanted to achieve. It wasn't that big a deal. We were kind of tapping on a certain way, and we began tapping, and all of a sudden the tears flowed, and it was just this eye open. She said, I never would have known that was the reason that was holding. I would never have known that unless you'd asked me that question and gone down that track. Because it takes somebody to be able to listen to the words you're not saying. That's the whole thing about, working with intuition. It's being able to listen to the words you're not saying. And when that happens, everything flows. Everything flows. So here's what I've got. I'm doing something a little bit different this year. Normally I do you can have a private chat with me. What I'm doing this in the next 2 weeks is offering a strategy session. Now, this is a different thing from a private chat. In a strategy session, a free 30-minute strategy session, what I want to do is I want to listen to what you're saying. I want to listen to the blocks. And then I will know right there and then is that if I can help you, if I can. I mean, maybe I can't, so in that session, so it's a 30-minute strategy session with me. And in that 30 minutes, I'll listen. I'll just get you I'll ask you lots of questions, and I'll just get you to talk. And then at the end of the session, I will be very honest with you. Either I feel I can work with you, or I'm not the person for you, or I'm not the right one. That's up to you. But it's a no obligation 30 minutes. So it's a 30-minute strategy session, and it's very much around a limitation you feel. If you think, there's something I just can't clear. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what it is. That's what I will be doing. So I've done these before. I've done kind of strategy session. I'll put the comment in the links. I think it's up. Oh, wait a minute. Anyway, I'll put the link in later when I finish the call. Let me see if I can do this. Just let me see if it works. There's a link there. If you are struggling and you're thinking, you know what, I just need to clear this. I just need to get this happening in my life. Then let's do this, because look how fast 2019 is going already. If you want to make your intentions real this year, just don't hold back. The world needs brilliant people at the moment. There are so many people struggling who are lost. And I want to work with people who really want to step into whatever it is you best express your purpose. Whatever way that is, that's what I want to help you to do. That's because it's so, I don't even look at the news anymore. The stuff that's going on in the US, the stuff that's happening in Venezuela, the things that are going on in Britain, we've got issues in our own country. And it's like we need guiding lights, because, and especially young people. Young people need guiding lights. I'm constantly thinking, I wrote a blog post about this at Christmas time. I'm constantly thinking now when I do things, how does that impact on my children? What are they watching? Because they are overwhelmed with so much stuff. So we need to be the guiding light in the family, and we need to be the guiding light with the people we work with, either that as a coach or a leader, or even in your role as in a career. When you are clear, everything makes sense. So don't let this be the year that you're going to get to the end of this year, and this time next year in 2020, you're writing exactly the same intentions you wrote this year. You're repeating. Don't do that. That's just craziness. The world is changing so fast, and we need, as I mentioned, I said on a Facebook Live show back in December, to me, clarity is going to be the buzzword for 2019, and it's already happening. It's already happening. People need clarity to help them get through whatever we're going to go through, and stock market crashes and real estate thingamywatses and yeah. So you need to be really clear, and it's the limitations that hold you back. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's just limitations. It's just, it's inside. It's not outside of. We live in this amazing country, and we have at our fingertips these amazing opportunities, and there's nothing to hold anybody back anymore. I mean, you just Google stuff, and it's there. I got to share another story with you today. I had a conversation with this woman during the week, and she is pregnant, and they're having a home birth, and she was telling me that she was struggling to find a midwife. And she said to her husband at one stage, well, you might be delivering the baby. And his response was, no problem, I'll just YouTube it. I just cracked up. You can actually learn anything these days, including how to deliver a baby, by watching YouTube. I thought that was hilarious. But it's so true, isn't it? I mean, you have access to information. We don't need any more information. You don't need any more information. Oh my God, no one needs any more information. You need clarity. We need clarity. And when you create the clarity in your life, when you let go of the limitation by asking the right question. So you're going to go back over the 6 of the 8 steps we've talked about. 1, set the intention. 2, create, and I'm going to add feel. Create and feel the vision. 3, plan the implementation. How are you going to do this? 4, create the action. Commit to action, 66 days. So number 5 is ask the right question. Number 6 is transform the limitations. Okay, this is the 6 steps in the 8-step manifestation process. It is transforming your own limitations. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's really make this incredibly powerful year. Already I can see, I'm looking down at my 30-year intention, what I'm clicking off the list, and it's phenomenal. So every day it's working on myself, as I do that every day, working on myself, to make sure I'm clearing all the limitations to create the path to make my intentions real this year. And remember that it's confusion that messes up that clarity, but it's clarity that creates confidence. So when you get confident, you know, a lot of these limitations take away your confidence. They're based on people, words, and events of our past. And you made it. I've worked with people this week, a number of people at the EFT, and then I had a VIP strategy day on Tuesday. And the thing that came up a lot is that people saying, I didn't even know that was there. Or I thought I dealt with that. Why is it coming up again? If the same thing keeps coming up over and over again, the same pattern, still there, and you may need somebody to listen to you. You may need somebody to listen to you. So the link is here. Book in for a strategy session. As I said, in this strategy session, all I'm going to do is listen to you, and I'm going to see if I can find that, and then I'll tell you whether we can work together, if I'm the right person for you or not. That's simple as that. I don't sell. I just invite you to have a look at it. So if you're interested, click on that link. All righty, let's do a tapping session. Are you all still there? I know Donna's commenting. Let me go and have a look at these comments. Information overload, Mr. Our best friend. Yes. Donna, I have to share with you, my daughter has had surgery. She had surgery in December, and she said she had to stop looking up Google because she was already, you know, oh my gosh, am I going to have this surgery? All these incredible things could happen. So just get off Dr. Google. Just get off Dr. Google. What else? Clarity is coming so fast. It's amazing. The limitless life is flowing. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Yeah. I'm pretty awesome too. Oh, thank you. Headstand. I was thinking about you, Headstand. Oh my Lord. Yeah, isn't that funny? Like, it just never occurred to me that I could even think I could do it. I used to watch other people do it. Think, I wouldn't do that. But it's so true. I really, it's great. And the body benefits are amazing. Let me tell you. Oh, just the strength of being able to do that, and just, you know, putting all that blood flow up the top of your head. Apparently, it's very good for memory, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I need more blood flow to the brain to increase my memory. It's a good thing. Although I did notice yesterday, actually, funny that she said that, but just thinking, I was very focused yesterday. Got tons and tons of work. If I can do it, yes, absolutely. What was that, Deb? I just saw you. Deb broke my wrist. Oh, I saw that, Debbie. Oh my goodness, playing with a 7-year-old. They're bad news, those 7-year-olds. Oh dear. I hope you're healing well. I know you know how to do it too, because I know you have some good products. I know that you do. So yes. Goodness gracious, the things we do, hey? The things we do. All right, let's do a tapping session, shall we? We'll do a tapping session. What do you think of a limitation? What's something you think you can't do? What's something you think you can't do? Just think about it for a sec. Measure your level of resistance to it. Okay, I really don't think I can make 500 grand this year. I really don't think I can attract 10 more clients this year. Whatever it is. Or do a headstand. Just see what it is. Okay, here we go. Oh, it gives you so much more energy, by the way. Just sharing that too. So good. And it takes away, I've got myself to 40 push-ups, 40 full push-ups. I'm like, do I really want to go to 60? Nah. Let's do something different. I can do that, but tick that off the bucket list. Okay, here we go. Even though, have a look at it. Measure your level of belief about whether you can achieve that or not. Measure that. Where does it sit? And be honest with yourself. I don't know. No one sees it. Hey, Fliss. Lovely. Glad you're still here. Okay, here we go. Even though, looking at this, okay, measure. Even though I'm looking at this intention and my level of belief about achieving this is, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though my level of belief around achieving this is a level, swept by a magpie in my window, is a level, and I can feel it in my stomach, head, wherever it is. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Okay, here we go. My level of belief, this belief, I know this is a limitation. I'm not sure what this limitation is, but I'm finally ready to let it go. My level of belief, I know these limitations hold me back. I could be doing so much more. Isn't it time to let go of this limitation? What do I need to do to release this limitation? Where did this limitation start? What is holding me back? How is this limitation benefiting me? My limitation, my belief, this limitation. Okay, just take a deep breath. Let it go. Okay, just have a look at that. See what's coming up for you. If you can't find it, we can have a strategy session with me. Get rid of it like that. Let's get rid of it like that. All right, let's do a reframe, shall we? Even though my level of belief around this limitation has changed somewhat, I choose to make my intentions real this year. Even though I know this limitation holds me back, I choose to get serious about it. I truly choose to understand what it's there for. Even though this limitation has held me back in the past, I now choose to understand what it's trying to tell me. I choose to understand this limitation. I choose to get underneath it. I'm ready to let this go. I choose to make my intentions real this year. And I'm finally ready to let it go. I choose to release this limitation this year. I choose to make my intentions real. I choose to release this limitation and understand it. Okay, take a deep breath and let it go. I wanted to add that last bit because I think it's really important that we understand where the limitation came from so we can understand who we were when that happened, because part of this process is forgiveness. So it's not about just letting it go, it's understanding. Remember, I shared that quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza. Was it with you guys? Or maybe it was one of the trainings, can't remember. That wisdom is a memory without emotion. Because those stories have created who we are. And we're multi-layered, multifaceted people. It's not about forgetting them. It's about understanding them and just not having any emotional charge on it any longer, because it's that emotional charge that stops you from making your intentions real. Cortisol rises, stress, can't think. I need to run away. It's too hard. Get angry and aggressive. So when you release that memory, release that emotion, everything changes. All right, we're right on top of the hour. And thank you so much, everybody. The fourth show of the year. Yep, fourth show of the year. We did it. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you are ready to shift, I'd love to have a strategy session with you and listen, see if I can find what it is that's holding you back from achieving what you want this year, 2019, making your intentions real. I'd love to be able to help you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Australia Day weekend. I have so many layers, literally. Oh, don't we all, Janet? I mean, we all do. It's letting them go. It's letting them go. It's the same ones that keep coming up over and over again that really annoy me. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Donna. Debbie, wishing you full quick recovery. I know you know how to do it with all the special, I know you eat well and you do all the right things, and I'm sure you will recover well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Fliss, for being on the call today, and everybody else who's on the call. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next week.